Yeah, I want to go over the Hulda Clark 4-point zapping, 3 points positive, 1 point negative. And you'll be using the 2 foot plates and one handheld, 2 handhelds. So these are handhelds. I got them wrapped in cloth, and on these are 316 stainless steel. And these are the foot plates. These are 316 stainless steel. And also note that I have the plate like bent up here a little bit on the corner, which is good because with a hole drilled in there, you can see that. So when you hook these on here, they're really hooked on here good. They don't slide off. And I'm going to be using the little extreme zapper that's I got off eBay for 59 bucks, $5 shipping. And what I have, and I explained this on a couple other videos, I put these 9.6 volt rechargeable batteries in them. They're for like paintball guns and stuff. They're a little more power. So when you have these fully charged up, they actually put out about 11 volts, and that means the end result out of that zapper, as I checked it with the oscilloscope, puts out about 10.2 volts. So what you're going to do, and also keep a little bit of water, is a little water. Actually, that's colloidal silver in there. Colloidal silver is very good to use for conductivity, and also like when you're using it on the cloth, it's like an antibacterial too. So that's another thing too. But you notice there's 3 points positive. So 2 points, it's coming off the positive wire right there where it says plus sign. You follow that out, and it's attached there. The 2 foot plates are positive, and the 1 handheld. Now you're going to switch hands every once in a while, but what you do is you'll actually put both feet on here. These are what do you call it? Paper towels wet with tap water, and then you'll hold 1 handheld in each hand. So one time you'll put the negative on one hand, and the other one will be the positive. And you turn on the zapper, and you will actually feel it more in the hand. Like this is the one I have with the negative on it, right? And you can actually, the other one actually is held. It's being held in the that's positive. I don't actually feel it much in my hand. I don't feel it that much because what's going on here is that it's equalized where it's like 1 point, this 1 point on my left hand, you'll feel it more because you got 3 points positive, 1 point negative. So the 3 points are both feet and 1 of the hands. So what's going on there is you want to actually zap anything, any kind of microbes with the positive pulses, 100% positive offset on the Hulda Clark style zapper. And then switch hands after a while. It's kind of a pain to do this, but it's not a pain. If, say, for instance, if you're watching a movie or something, it's no big deal. You just watch it. And this thing, like I said, with this little rechargeable 9.6 volt battery by Spider, it's pretty potent. It's pretty potent stuff. Now, I'd actually like to set this up so I can work out like this, but I don't know how to do that just yet because I'm not a person to stand still for very long. Most of the time when I do the zapping, it's either when I'm asleep or when I got the things on me on the belt. Right, Rocky? What are you doing here? Huh? You gonna be scratching? I gotta get this guy into zapping too. I don't know how to get the things on his paws yet, but what are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Hi, hi, hi. Say hi, hi, hi. Anyway. We're going to have an introduction of a little cat here once in a while. I like this guy, man. He was like so scared when I first got him, but I'm kind of ad-libbing because he turned out to be Mr. Friendly Cat. He's just scared of things still being outside and all that. But anyway, this is how you do it. 3 points positive. It's a 4-point total system. 3 points positive, 1 point negative. So 4 points, in other words, the 4 points are the 2 feet and the 2 hands with the 2 handhelds. One of the handhelds is going to be negative. And, if you zap one session, or if you say, I don't know how long you want to do this, I probably zap like more than 12 hours a day. But
but I usually wear like a belt because it's easier, because I will not stand here and do this all day. But you know, for people who watch movies and stuff, that might be the thing to do. I'd love to have this set up on an elliptical machine somehow, but I don't know, that might be in the future. But I want to instruct you how to do that, because what you actually have is 3 wires. It's like joined together, 3 points positive. And the rationale behind that is the positive pulses will short circuit the microbes, and also bring up to snuff any weak cells that are normal cells in the body. Because normal cells in the body are normally like little negatively charged batteries, and microbes are positively charged. So that's according to Hulda Clark, not the theory about the positive charged microbes and the negatively charged normal body cells, but about the 100% positive offset being extremely important. That's per Hulda Clark. And the more I examine that theory, the more it makes sense. So if you even got this low-cost zapper, you could do this, especially if you're using the better type batteries, like as I recommended with the spider batteries, because if you're using an alkaline battery, it's not going to put out quite as much. But the other thing is, if you buy 2 alkaline batteries, you could have already bought one of those 9.6 volt rechargeables. As soon as you buy 2 alkaline batteries, it's like, you know, you're better off buying a 9.6 volt rechargeable. And I can actually, I'm using this right now on 15 hertz. 15 hertz, you can see the light flashing a little bit, and I can feel it pulsing. Now you don't have to feel it pulsing. You can reset it on 30,000 hertz or the 2500 hertz, which actually turned out to be 2400 hertz, but that turns out to be a better frequency anyway for parasites. This is the setup, because if you do part of the body, the theory is, I'll say this, the theory is, like say for instance I was just going using the feet. I was going from one foot and had the foot on the other side was negative. What can happen is the parasites can run away. In other words, they can scurry away to another part of the body. What you want to do is zap as much of the body as possible, and so they can't hide. That's the whole theory behind it. You know, I don't know how well proven all this stuff is, but the theory makes sense. As far as when you think about it, it does make sense. So anyway, I just want to point this out, because a lot of people aren't doing this, and you know, it's inconvenient, but it's not inconvenient if you have this stuff set up, and say you're a person that watches a movie or something, it ain't a big deal, because you could do it at that same time. So you know, anyway, I just want to point this out, and it's not much money. It's not much money, because like I said, and you can get better zappers. I have a Parasapper CC2 on the way, coming on the way, and I'm going to actually do a review on that thing later. I'm not connected to any of these people anyway financially. I'm just an end user, and I strongly believe in this technology, because it's something that there's too many people out there that say it works, and it seems, personally from my experience, it seems to work because I have very good energy levels. So, you know, and the other one, like I said, you would switch hands, like this would be the other positive point, and then you would switch hands, you would put that on this hand after a while. So, you know, the other hand would be the negative, or the ground, 3-point positive, 1-point ground. Anyway, I just want to point this out, because and this is probably the most efficient way to do it, because it's the whole body all at once. The whole body all at once. They shouldn't have any, you know, they shouldn't have too many places to hide if there's parasites. Anyway, over and out.